Yo. Hello, hello. How is it going? Guess what? Today, I got everything ready before the stream even started. So we can go ahead and start immediately. Yeah, I'm getting good at this whole streamer thing. Anyway, before we start actually, I wanna thank you guys for watching my streams. The last two VODs seem to be doing really well. I'm getting really good click-through rate on both of these VODs, and we're already getting a whole bunch of views on them. So thank you very much. Also, we got a new subscriber, so if you're subscribing or watching, thank you very much. So anyway, let's get started. Let me hide this. Music is a bit loud. Alright. Chapter 391. Clash Part 2. Part 2, you say? I sure hope these two chapters came out back to back. I'm sure there wasn't any hiatus or many years of suffering between these two chapters that are part of a whole. Man, you know what? When I got into Hunter x Hunter, chapter 390 had just barely came out, maybe like a couple of months, and that's exactly the moment I started reading the manga. So, if you don't know, Hunter x Hunter goes on hiatus very regularly, and thing is, the moment I started reading the manga, it went on its longest hiatus ever. Like, we're talking 4 years between these two chapters coming out. Which was a whole new level of suffering. Oh man. But hey, we got through. We got more chapters eventually, and now we're gonna get even more chapters sometime soon. Let's begin. Clash Part 2. And if you noticed, the quality might be slightly different. I mean, you might not notice because of Hisoka's cheeks that are covering most of the screen. But if you look closely, the quality of the manga might be slightly different. That's because volume 38 doesn't technically exist. I know the title says volume 38, but it's basically the chapters that represent what's gonna be volume 38 eventually, but the volumes haven't come out yet. So maybe in the future, when the volume releases, usually you get like slight fixes. Some things in these chapters might be tweaked eventually for the final release. Some translations, some panels sometimes get changed. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, let's begin. What? Oh my gosh, they shot each other. Oh yeah, we're going back to the two gunmen who shot each other. We need a doctor and call in the other soldiers. Okay, we'll go look for Hisoka as per the plan. I'm counting on you. If you find him, sit tight until you can get in touch with me. I'm going after that woman while I lure out the Haley guys on this tier. Got it. The hall looks empty enough. He's splashing blood. Yeah, he's a blood manipulator. Kind of reminds me of Dead Man Wonderland, if you know. early 2000s anime. Ew, I can never get used to this. Aren't they cute though? No way. I mean, I see it. They kinda look cute. They're little droplets. Come on, be a little more respectful to my blood. Every drop is trying its best to find Hisoka. Each of them is a hero. Ew, it even has eyes. Wait, it does. I don't remember this detail about his ability. She crushes it, but it forms back together. Free! Ew. How can I get it to die? Why are you trying to kill it? I mean, it's Nen, it'll go back to regular blood once the aura runs out in about 30 to 40 minutes. So once they spot anyone suspicious, I punch them and make them talk? Okay, so they're learning about each other's abilities. I thought these guys knew each other already. I thought these guys knew each other already. I thought they were very familiar people, but I guess not. Maybe they this is the first time they're working together. But to me, I thought they were always a pair, like two people who already knew everything about each other's ability. So once they spot anyone suspicious, we go over this every time. You don't have any interest in anything I say, do you, Lynch? So they have worked together multiple times. Lynch just doesn't pay attention. Okay, cool. Good to know. Okay, we got the goat, Henrik. If you noticed, the thumbnail for today's video wasn't volume cover. It was a colored piece of Henrik, which I spent the night coloring yesterday. It was really cool. I'm trying to learn Photoshop little by little. Kind of like the result. I'm not really an artist, so excuse me if it looks wrong or if the colors are messed up or anything, but it looks cool to me at least. Anyway, Henrik looking around, looking at people. Hey, excuse me. May we look at your cameras? She's not in any of these. Okay, he contacted the soldier. He probably bribed him. Is that money in his hand? I think that might be money in his hand. So he bribed the soldier. And he got the soldier to inspect people's phones. Maybe look at your cameras. She's not in any of these. Next. Okay. Oh, he spotted her. Bingo. Hallway that leads to the standard cabins. That's the only that's really lucky. That's extremely lucky that he got them to got her on photo just by luck on some stranger's phone. But yeah, I mean, I guess if it works, it works. If you're lucky, you might as well use it. The hallway that leads to the standard cabins. That's the only access route, so they'll likely they're also likely monitoring who's coming and going. We know what Morena looks like, and the others will be obvious with their aura. Okay, so these people who are gaining their abilities, they're new Nin users. They don't know how to hide their aura properly. They haven't learned Zetsu yet. They just suddenly get abilities. So that's how Henrik immediately recognized the two Haley members. Or did he? Were they using them yet? Did they level up to 20? Otherwise, how did he recognize them? I think he only recognized them because they looked at him, as they mentioned before. Okay. I don't think it's Nen. It must have been he recognized them just by their behavior. Access route will know what Morena looks like and it'll be obvious with their aura. So did he notice them through Nen? I'm not sure. It wouldn't hurt to identify the 23 of them as soon as possible. We need to hold on to your camera as important evidence. This much? Oh, he's giving them money. Consider it collateral, just in case. Okay, the guy he bribed and the people he's bribing to take their phone. Dude is loaded with cash, huh? Ooh, he turned it into a cat. So cute. I'm sending you to record mode. I'm setting you. He just tells it. Record. Oh, he pets it on the cheek. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. So he released a cat aboard the ship. It could be convenient if they're all hiding back there, but that's not realistic. Now that their benefactor, the fourth prince, has backed out, there's nothing to stop them. We have no idea what Haley will do. What are they after? So Soroidnik informed, when they got in contact with Soroidnik, he informed them that this wasn't on his orders and that he's completely disassociating with Morena and her faction. At least that's the implication from Henrik's words. And I guess Klawili was right about the contact that Morena had at Soroidnik. That must have been the victim that we saw on the phone. Most likely. It must be the second track Faker's rebellion. Yeah, because Morena is a second track Faker and she wants to take out the world because of what Kakin put her through. At least that's the story, if I remember. It must be there to make everything make sense. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for those relegated to the shadows to settle all the scores. This killing spree could be training for what's to come. There he is, Henrik, the Shiyu underboss. So unlike Kenny Wang, this guy is clearly not allied with Morena. At least because we're seeing his inner monologue. That shouldn't be deception. To the viewers, at least. He should be against Morena. But Kenny Wang is allied with Morena, so he's betraying his own faction. Or is his faction working with Morena? Is the Sha'ar working with Morena? As a whole, not just Wang Ji. Kenny Wang. I got too much One Piece on the mind. Wang Ji. He's out on his own. What does he take us for? Wait, these guys, these are the people who get supercharged eventually. He's out on his own. Then what does he take us for? We can take him down with the three of us. I mean, two of them become supercharged, but one of them, I don't think he makes it out of this situation alive. He's seriously on edge with that end thing. He'll know we're here if we get within 16 feet of him. Okay, yeah. I'll go first. Watch for an opening and finish him off. Well, this guy is confident. You're just going to treat this like a normal fight? You're gonna use a gun? Well, that might distract him a bit. By the way, killing a nin user is worth 10 levels, right? The three of us can't share that evenly. Yeah, only the person who gets the kill gets the points. The one who finishes him off gets all 10. Are you for real? Shouldn't it be weighted by contribution? Who decides who did how much? The boss, duh. She created the ability. I wouldn't be surprised if she can tell what we're doing at all times. Ooh. But that would require a lot of restrictions to have that is Moose's entire ability. So to have that as an extra ability in Morena's case, she is a specialist like Korabika. But still, there has to be restrictions. Oh, who knows? Whatever. Just do it and find out. I don't care, as long as I get to kill. Beguile. Beguile? Conjurer. Oh, he's at 29 already. All of them are above 20. Conjurer. Demolition. Level 29. Oh, that's their previous job before they got hired in the Mafia. He's level 29 already. Oh, he's the highest level out of all of them. Kurole. Kurole. Damn it, Togashi with these names. Make them easier to pronounce, please. Kurole. Repairman, level 22. Tivelaris. Enhancer, civil engineer. If I can get reincarnated, I want to be a lethal weapon. Because I would feel the skin, the blood, the flesh, the moment the life is taken. Fistful of weapons, I'm coming to get you. So he transforms himself into weapons. Fistful of weapons, I'm coming to get you. It's kinda like Baby 5. Laoji was on point, I guess. I was not that far off with Dressrosa. Baby 5 kind of ability here, huh? My subconscious is predicting these shatters. Never mind the fact that I've already read them. I've legitimately forgot almost everything. I did not remember this guy at all. What was my wish? That was my wish. But thanks to Marina, it was granted while I am still alive. Yeah, because he is turning into a weapon. For Marina and for myself, I'll do my best to kill people. Ooh. So all these people are just deranged people from society that are really angry with the system because of their circumstances and want to take revenge, huh? Or at least that's one of them. Luini was some crazy serial killer, a fanatic. At least that's what it seemed like to me. He was like obsessed with the troop and killing people. Or maybe I'm looking into it too much. Oh, who knows? He gave off an aura like kind of like, oh yeah, I'm in a detective mystery, because he's like, oh yeah, I'm just checking with the policemen's responses and stuff. So it felt like, oh yeah, he's just playing tag with police. And it felt like Dexter a little bit. Anyway, I'll do my best to kill people. Okay. And he approaches Henrik, but Henrik probably already recognized his. But you should notice. You should pay more attention. This man is walking with a fleet. What's multiple doves or multiple pigeons called? A flock. A flock of pigeons are just surrounding him. No normal human is just walking around, bending pigeons to his will. You should take a clue or two and not attack this person carelessly. Huh, what? Surprise, surprise, the pigeon handcuffed him. He transformed handcuffs into pigeons to use as lookouts. He? I think that might be a mistranslation. It would make more sense if it says I transformed handcuffs into pigeons. Because how else would he know that the handcuffs were transformed into pigeons and not pigeons transformed into a handcuff? Which is what you're seeing. Does your ability even have a point? What about you two? Yeah, if you think about it. Oh. He wants to become the weapon. The whole point is his ability is just there to satisfy his need. But practically, Henrik is like, what's the point? Just carry a hammer with you. Just carry a gun. There's no point in transforming your... I mean, it's situationally, you could use it if you're like trapped in a prison and if you've been disarmed or someone believes you've been disarmed and suddenly you pull out a weapon. Could be useful in these situations, but overall, if you're just prepared ahead of time, your ability is mostly useless. Or this guy's ability is mostly useless. What about you two? It would make things easier if you all came at me. If you called for help, it would be even better. Because he wants to flush them out. I have plenty more pigeons. He's just being honest. He's just, yeah, just call for help. I don't care. You're gonna die here anyway. Is the kind of aura he's giving off. I have plenty more pigeons. But they don't die, do they? Come at me, I have plenty more pigeons. It's hilarious. Okay. Shoot down the pigeons, but these pigeons are made of steel, so they probably won't be hurt much. Also, they have Nin enhancement, so they're probably pretty tanky. Hehe. They were handcuffs to begin with, and reinforced with aura. Guns can't kill them. That's what I'm saying. I just can't help keep predicting the future. I don't know how I can do. It's the skill of mine. I can predict chapters that I've already read. It's amazing. Anyway, this guy transforms his hand into a drill. I guess he can break out of the handcuffs easily by transforming his hand. Henrik seems quite surprised by this attack. Yo, it goes through his hand? Hell yeah, turn that music up. Got some action. He actually landed a hit on him? Okay, I see. You can make all sorts of weapons. A sensation of death. No, two are the same. No, two are the same. More handcuff pigeons. Okay. Handcuffed him to himself. Still, if he transforms his other hand or his leg, that wouldn't matter much. Maybe he can only transform his right hand. Because he's transforming his right hand again. Now what are you going to do? Looks like your friends aren't coming to help you. Were you abandoned? Screw you! I can take care of this on my own. It's just a shame. Oh yeah, he can only transform his right hand. It's just a shame. I'll transform it. I'll chop it with this hand. I'll chop it with an axe. Not gonna happen. Urg. Good for you. You got to feel what it's like to kill and be killed. All at the same time. Yeah. I think he's actually enjoying it. What do you mean, yeah? I think he's getting off to the fact that he's chopping off his own head, huh? Weird ass. I wish I could have taken them somewhere else to be more discreet. Misha, counting on you. You can't be held up here. Those pigeons are a serious problem. It's hilarious to see, oh, two ninjas running away from pigeons. What is this, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I mean, two grown-ass men running away from pigeons because they're afraid. We don't want to get caught and interrogated on while the hideout is... on where the hideout is. Let's go ask Morena. Okay, next chapter. Chapter 392. Before we do that, do we continue? Okay. I just want to go back and make sure I didn't miss anything. So, Henrik recognized where one of the Haley members was going. He headed in that direction, baited out some of the Haley members because they're watching. This is close to their base of operations. They're watching this entrance. So once they see Henrik, who's infiltrating their tier. Henrik is from tier 4. He's not supposed to be on tier 3. So if you go into enemy territory, they're gonna hit you. They're gonna put a hit out on you. Not to mention that the Haley are just committing mass murder without a reason anyway. This is an important target for them to take out because he's worth 10 points on top of just the entire mafia dilemma. So they attack him. He gets to kill one of them and I guess he lets the other two go and he traces them or hunts them down. Shouldn't be too hard to like follow two people who are just running away, especially if they're not especially if they're not skilled in Nen and haven't trained like Gon and Kurobika and Killua. Soldiers over here. Yeah, so he's now tracking down the other two guys. Let's continue. Chapter 392, Information. Soldiers, over here, do something. The shooters went that way. Get back, don't push, stop. Count down, everyone, clear the way. Yeah, right, get back. Don't worry, everything is safe here. I thought the murderer was caught already. So this commotion caused people to start staring, because people were just fighting. There was a shootout between mafia families and it looks like someone was hurt. Do something about the Yakuza there. We can't even return to our rooms. One got away? There were two of them. They were with the guy who was wounded. Aren't there lots of people missing or dead in the lower tiers? Just rumors. The serial killer was arrested. This quarrel was strictly between mafia families. Hey, over there! What? He's alive? Yeah, the guy revives because of one of the abilities of the mafia. We got a call and we're sent here. Are you hurt? Do you want to press charges? I'm fine. We were arguing over who bumped into who. But we're cool now. You just cut my head open. We heard there were shots fired. Oh yes, it wasn't me. They fired at me. Hiroshi Capo, right? Yeah, he's a civilian. You may go. Okay, thanks. Or is a walking corpse. You can't attack civilians. We can't protect you if you're charged with a crime. I know. How much would you pay for info on the whereabouts of the Haley boss? So this guy is offering information on the Haley. I don't know how much I can trust them if I was Henrik. brown paper bag. So he's talking in code. Brown paper bag. As long as it's not bogus info. That's quite generous. The rumor of a war must be true. Right, where is she? Me first, I'll tell you after. No can do, I'll pay. After I confirm the veracity of... veracity? Isn't it validity? Veracity. Adherence to the truth. Truthfulness, I guess. Veracity. Not voracity. That's a whole different anime. What is it called? One of those reincarnating demon lords. I guess it's not the name of the anime, it's the name of the opening of the anime. But either way, what was I saying? After I confirm the veracity of your info, I get where you're coming from. I'm risking my own life to sell out a mafia boss. I can't have you making up a reason to haggle after the fact. Then 30 million in advance, non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. How do I know it's worth it? I know the guy in charge of wiring for the shipbuilder. Before boarding, I heard that a worker with a big mouth got snuffed. On a hunch, I dropped a few names and he gave me a dirty look and told me to shut up. I think the manga panels are a bit messed up. Let me fix them. There you go. This is how it's supposed to look like. Yeah, this one, the first page is supposed to go solo, then these two. Wiring, on a hunch, I dropped a few names and he gave me a dirty look and told me to shut up. Wiring for rooms that don't exist on the floor plan. Your hideout doesn't use tricks like that, does it? Yeah, because we noticed in a few chapters ago that both Shiyu and Cha'ar are using their official rooms. They had official rooms built for them, and I'm guessing that it is on the record for the military where these rooms are situated. But I guess the Haley have a completely secret rooms that they tricked some builders into building that nobody knows about, not even the military. I'll bring the money. Wait here. But you'll escort me there, personally. Alright, I'll take part in the police raid. The situation has been resolved. The hallway is now open. Alright, I'll take part in the police raid. Okay, the situation has been resolved. The hallway is now open. We'll provide additional security for a while. Rest assured, you will all be safe. The bro is a literal walking corpse. Misha Hao, deceased, former Shiyu member, post-death Nin activated, zombie girl. La Vie en Rose, the ability activated upon the death of Misha, who was a cleaner. Activates when a member of Shiyu commits murder. So that's interesting. Henry killed him, but he made him kill himself in Minecraft. But Misha still considered this to be a Henry kill, even though the guy used his own axe on himself. But Henry forced him to use his own axe, so still it counted. That's interesting. Because sometimes abilities just break for small inconveniences like this. Like, oh, well, technically he chopped his own head, so it doesn't count. It doesn't count as a kill for Henrik, like in Morena's case. It manipulates the corpse until it can be quietly disposed of, then disappears. And that's really creative way of using an ability, huh? Like the dedication it would take to like dedicate yourself to create such an ability with your death. I mean, I guess it's common in Kaki. We have the entire deathbed companions brigade doing exactly the same thing, dedicating their entire life to take out an opponent. Okay, we catch up with the blood droplets from Zakuro? Was it Zakuro? I forgot his name. Kree. Looking around. Ooh, another one. Where? That way. Right. Are you Hisoka? What? Your name, Hisoka? Is your name Hisoka? Hiso who? No, you've got the wrong person. No, I'm not. What was that for? Are you okay? He's not him. Next. It's just hilarious. Just walks up to a person, asks them a question, then punches them. And moves on. We're calling the police. Yeah, seems like it. Shiyu is looking for someone. Get in our way and you're dead. If you've got a problem with us, go to our hideout on tier 4. I'm sure they'll compensate you. Oh, another one, this way. Here's a thought. Why don't we skip the ones who obviously aren't Hisoka? We can't do that. We don't know what kind of ability he has. What if his ability lets him shrink? Makes this plan moot, doesn't it? I mean, if you freeze Bungee Gum, he can probably shrink. If you cool him down, I think rubber shrinks in cold temperature. But I don't know if that's part of his official ability. There he is. Hey! Oh yeah, they're looking for another tall person. There he is, that's a long guy. Hey, are you Hisoka? Who are you? Lynch. And you? Up. The second she hits him, he takes her out. And this... Oh yeah, Lynch... Zakuro... Zanbacto, whatever his name is freaking out. Oops, sorry, that was a reflex. So, what do you want? He's far more powerful than Lynch. This pressure, more importantly, this overwhelming aura, he's the real deal. You're Hisoka, right? I guess you didn't hear me. Oh yeah, the bunch. He heard his own voice come out. I guess you didn't hear me. I thought I was the one asking the questions here. Oh, so he caught himself. I guess you didn't hear me. I'm the one asking questions here. So he deflected back to this panel, which is what do you want? Oh yeah, because I'm asking the questions. You didn't hear my question, huh? Ugh. We don't know the details, but the Mafia's looking for you. If you want to know more, you're welcome to come with us. Looks motherfuckingly. Why is he looking at him like that? It's not a good look. Oh my god, the text. So it has begun, huh? Okay. There was a bunch of shootings in the plaza in Area E. Soldiers... Okay, they're bribing locals. Soldiers shooting each other. Shiyu having a fight with civilians. Stuff like that. I mean, that's A lot of information. Well, I wouldn't be so sure that was a civilian. Were you able to ask anyone in the military? Thanks for the business. There's a gag order in effect. It's going to be an all-out war, right? So yeah, he's facilitating business. He's buying the information for her from her. It's going to be an all-out war, right? Though the foot soldiers sent to the lower decks will talk for the right price. But then again, the information may be worthless. Yeah, on a different note, do you happen to sell any autograph boards? Bro's entire character arc is just trying to get autographs from the spiders. The Phantom Troop. Oh, what? Are you out of your mind? I don't have space for stuff like that. I only carry stuff that desperate people would pay 10 times the suggested retail price for. What do you think that's worth? Right now I'd pay 100 times the price. Booze, cigarettes, painkillers, ingredients for illegal drugs and their implements, addictive substances. Damn, she's selling everything, huh? It's running a supermarket in this tiny little shop, huh? Yeah, it's not something you usually need. Should I use... Yeah, it's not something you usually need. Should I use something else? No, wait. I mean, you can get a piece of paper and laminate it later, no? No place on tier 3 from the mall to the black market is going to carry something like that. Autograph boards. I mean, I've never heard of autograph boards specifically. Autograph board. It's literally just a piece of paper. Maybe it's like... it resembles a canvas? Maybe it retains full marker better or something. Anyway, if I'm going to ask, I want it on a proper autograph board. So he's just a perfectionist, okay. I don't want them to think I grabbed whatever I had on hand. An autograph board has special meaning here. I really don't think they care. Bro, just take the head of Luini as an autograph or a souvenir and I'd just be satisfied with that. Otherwise, you're asking too much. They might write it with your blood straight from your heart. Just for inconveniencing them. You're right. Asking them to sign my shirt would show passion. And it works when you bump into someone. But not in this situation, because I have the time to get ready before I ask. Yeah, they're constantly in contact because he's guiding them around. If you really need one, you should find a dealer at a general store on tier 1. There's dealers for stuff like that? For sure? Sure are, if it's not on the ship, they'll bring it from shore. Damn. She's hinting that people can just use the stuff, huh? Give them info on what you want and they'll deliver it. Wait, they just have aircrafts? Deliver it. It's a service only for the wealthy, but try finding that dealer. The deadline for ordering on the last air shipment is day 14 of the voyage. The deadline via high-speed boat is 3 days prior. So they're constantly just sending boats. How are you even... I guess the Black Whale is just not traveling very fast, huh? It's built to last a really long journey, not to travel quickly. I guess, yeah, its design doesn't seem that aerodynamic or... what's the word for water? Fluorodynamic? I don't know. It's meant to... But still, having boats like cross, trying to catch up to the whale. It's diabolical. Uh, Something small could be sent separately via drone, so the deadline could be stretched. Well, it's all about who you know and how much you pay. It's probably really expensive to order something from the main continent aboard the ship. I imagine only like princes and very, very top tier people from the VVIP can afford stuff like that. Current world, delivery by cargo blimp or large drone. I see. Thanks. Over 6'2" with a sinister vibe. Oh, he's just searching for Hisoka. Okay. I thought he was describing the board. It's gonna be sinister because it has the because it has the signature of the Phantom Troop on it. It was like 6'2", 6'2" inches, 6'2" feet, I guess. Because Americans are weird and they measure stuff with feet. What's up with that? Anyway. Shiyu had a skirmish in the Area E Plaza. I'll find Hisoka and ask for an autograph board as the reward. As the reward? Oh, because there's like a 10 million zenny. I don't know if 10 million zenny reward is even enough. That's an insane. But I guess that's how cargo works. Like, you take payment from many people, not just from one person. And so when you are dealing with so many people, you actually get a lot of money. And so maybe 10 million for just a little slip of paper shouldn't be too difficult to accomplish. Seems to be Henrik. Let's go to Area E. Oh, he's talking to Kenny Wang. Seems to be Henrik. Let's go to Area E. 4 days until the deadline. Oh, until his deadline. One legitimately has a character arc about getting signatures of the Phantom Troop. I can't believe this entire page is mostly about that. Just him trying to get autographs. I mean, we're getting valuable information about deliveries and getting stuff from the mainland and possibly smuggling Kurabika and Killua onto the ship. So it has practical value to us as viewers, but it's just hilarious. Most of this is just facilitated through his desire to get an autograph. You guys stick around and gather more information from here to Area C. Then go back to the office and let the troop know. Yes, sir. This is quite a sticky situation. I thought the Phantom Troop would split up once they started their search of Tier 4. But as long as they're holed up in the office, I can't move freely. Why? As long as they're held up in the office. I guess they're keeping someone at the office because Luini is gonna come back. Yeah, now I remember. They're keeping someone at the office and he is afraid that the troop might break into the secret door that leads up onto the upper tiers and sneak up. So he's not free to constantly be searching for Hisoka because he's afraid of the Phantom Troop possibly betraying them and reaching the upper tiers. Because yeah, as he said, they cannot be trusted. They're wild cards. They do whatever the fuck they want. I can't move freely. The Heli assassin already marked the office. If they decided to just wait for him there, they would have a keen sense for combat. Yeah, they recognize that he's probably gonna come back. Uh, they have a keen sense for combat. They recognized his potential to come back. They sniffed out the firing grounds between the three Kakin mafia families without any prior information. And the three of them agreed that the key to reaching Hisoka was using assassins. They're a cool-headed pack of predators who won't divide their attention. So yeah, this is their ticket up, because they said, hey, we get this assassin, you let us up. It'll be difficult for us to trick or manipulate them into action, so we should let Haley deal with the spiders. We should focus on finding Hisoka. It's insane that you think controlling Hisoka is anywhere near or even easier than controlling Phantom Troop. Bro, even the Phantom Troop couldn't control Hisoka. It's crazy that you think. I mean, I guess they don't know. They don't know much about Hisoka, but maybe they should recognize that, yeah, he was part of the Phantom Troop. He's also just batshit crazy. I mean, it's so funny, yeah. Oh yeah, we can't control the Phantom Troop. Let's control Hisoka. Yeah, that's gonna work out better. Get rid of them one by one. Hisoka first. Wait, I missed a section. The troop is looking for Hisoka in order to kill him. Once that's done, they'll head to tier 1 for whatever treasure they're after. You think so? I don't think so. I think Corollo lied. Or was it Corollo or Franklin? Told him a lie that, yeah, we're not gonna go for the treasure until we get Hisoka. But doesn't Corollo mention that he needs the treasure so he can get the ability so that he can kill Hisoka? I think they're misleading them. They'll head to tier 1 for whatever treasure they're after. The situation will change depending on what it is. There are too many unknowns at the moment. Get rid of them one by one. Hisoka first. So yeah, even the Mafia, they have a vested interest in protecting the treasures of the Kakin Empire, because they also benefit from it. They are part of the system. So when Kakin grows, they're growing. Their pull against mafias of other countries is also growing. And their ability to deal with other countries, they gain more leverage from that. So they are interested, and not to mention that the bosses come from the royal family, or not the royal family, the second track fakers. The technically people who hold the royal blood. So yeah, they are interested. They are deeply integrated into the system. They can't let foreign people come and steal their treasure, and they can't. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Yeah, they have to protect it because they're also part of the system. The system works in their favor. If the civilian who fought Shiyu was Hisoka, they beat us to him. It would have been a massacre. Henrik would not be alive. You would be. It would be a report of, oh, Henrik was completely decimated. By Hisoka, by a random person on tier 3. I mean, I like Henrik, but Hisoka is just built different. They beat us to him, but that's still the second best outcome. Henrik would be on the same page as us. Use Hisoka to crush Haley and the troop to maintain balance. Use Hisoka to crush Haley and the troop to maintain balance. So that's what he's saying out loud. It's not his inner monologue, so we can't trust it. He's speaking to his members, which means We can't trust this information, which means he's not being honest, because he is on the side of the Haley. The troop, to maintain balance. The priority is finding Hisoka first. Then Haley. We don't even know how many of them there are. They might use Nin, so don't go alone. Yeah, because... Excuse me. Yeah, it's only Henrik and Lynch who figured out the number 23. Hisoka is dangerous. He was a floor master at the Heavens Arena. So you do know about Hisoka, you still think he's manipulatable. You're insane. If you find him, let me know, and don't approach until I get there. Once Henrik or I succeed in negotiating with Hisoka, we move to the next phase. We watch from afar as the troop and Haley hack away at each other. Move on to the next phase. Okay. If Hisoka is capable of crushing the troop, it would be easier to let them duke it out. But from the clips of the heavens, oh no. From the clips, they don't know about after Death Nen, do they? It looked like Hisoka enjoys creating unfavorable circumstances for himself on purpose. This is a group of highly unpredictable people. They haven't cleaned up the blood leading up to their entrance already. Bro, get someone on that ASAP. It's blood all over the floor. Just clean it up. Bro, it must have been like multiple days at this point since Luini did his thing. I mean, what do you expect from a group of mafia? I guess they don't have maids hanging around. Nothing unusual. They're just watching the Phantom Troop. Waiting in their hideout. Hey, we should get Franklin and split into pairs. All of them are here, huh? Even Phaeton. Hey, we should get Franklin and split into pairs. Then we could take turns searching outside. I think he'd refuse. He hates confined spaces. He is a big guy. Don't know if you can fit him through the door. Then I'll team with Franklin and you guys stay here. Huh? Is true. Enemy hard to come here if three of us on alert. I like how Phaeton speaks. It's so broken. I think his backstory is basically that this is not his original language. He found himself dumped in Meteor City, but he was from a different country. Because Meteor City is where all the trash ends up, and someone threw him away there, huh? So he never actually learned the language properly. That's really cute. It's true, enemy hard to come here if three of us on alert. But no point if we run out of patience before them. Ooh, the search party's back. So even the Phantom Troop are being very cautious and working in pairs. They're not running out solo. I mean, to be fair, they also were doing that in York New City. We saw Nobunaga hanging out with what's her name, the pink hair medic, when they hunted Kurobika and Killua. They hunted Gon and Killua, I mean. The search party is back. Hold on, I'm coming. Wait, what is with this man's head? Bro has a nipple for for a head. What's going on? Don't worry. Wait, don't. Come, look at this. What the heck is that? The jerk. He could launch a sneak attack if he wanted to. He's just toying with us. Over here, the search party's back. Okay, these people are probably about to become mush. Hey, and they've been taken. Obviously. Wait, what happened? Okay. Come over here, the search party is back. Okay, and so he teleported into the monitoring room. I guess he had the ability to teleport into that room. And they've been taken. If they can't use Nin, I guess it doesn't matter how many there are on alert. But where is everyone? You stay in there. Keep the door locked. Check on... Isn't his ability all about locked doors or something? Check on the search party. Let us know if anything happens. Okay. Hey. It's not like you. It's not like you at all. You guys should wipe out Shar-R. Bust down that door and slaughter all the loaded rotten scoundrels in the upper tiers. Couldn't you? You guys could wipe out the Shar-R. Bust down that door and slaughter all the guys, couldn't you? Aren't you behaving yourselves a bit too much? I'm kind of disappointed. Slaughter? That's stupid. This isn't the apocalypse. What do you know about us, anyway? The Wikipedia... the Wikipedia... Oh, it's reading their Wikipedia page. The Wikipedia says you're diabolical thieves, but I guess it was exaggerating. Want me to edit your entry for ya? Sure, go ahead. Just say we show no mercy to dudes who tick us off. Okay, they could genuinely, yeah, that's what Kenny Wang was worried about. Is that they could turn on them and just force the door open with some ability and sneak into the upper tiers. But they decided not to do that. They decided to work with the Shar-R. I guess there's some strategic benefit. Even though they probably can wipe out all the Mafia, just like they did in York New. There's some strategic benefit that they decided, yeah, we'll keep these people alive and work with them. Chapter 393, Lee, by Yoshihiro Togashi. Excuse me. Whoa there. Just wait a second. I don't plan to pick a fight with you all. I was thinking we can work together. First we crush the other Mafia. This was all to go after Shar. Next we go after Shiyu. And then finally the royal family. Once we exterminate the Kakin royals, we take over this ship, go back to our world, and go on a rampage. So that's their plan. Sometimes I was wondering, if you take out everybody on this ship, it's just going to sink, isn't it? But I guess probably if you take over the control room, you should be able to control the entire ship by using a few people. Maybe not just one single person can pilot the ship, but a team of like 10 people, maybe they can? Do they have a pilot? Is one of the Haley members a former Navy pilot? Is that part of their plan? They recruited a pilot for their cause. Let's destroy the world. Together we shall destroy the world. Shall devour the gods. And he's dead. What's this in between my eyes? It looks weird. The world is suddenly splitting in two. What's going on? I don't understand a word you're saying. Man. Well, about the warehouse. About the warehouse. If you did that without waiting to pick a fight, wanting to pick a fight, then you're just an idiot. If you're going to talk about... He's already dead. Why are you monologuing into him? He's already gone. If you're going to talk about destroying the world, then I'll destroy you. Yeah. Hey, we're back. Nobunaga himself opened the door for me. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, I'm ragging on this guy, but I mean, if I met the Phantom Troop in real life for some reason, I got reincarnated in Hunter x Hunter and got to chaperone the Phantom Troop. That must be a manga somewhere. I mean, if it's not kinda, be kind of funny to actually make it, draw such a thing. But anyway, if I met them myself, I probably would be fangirling just like this guy. Where are our underlings? He killed them all. I'll explain. Huh? Ah, what is this? We found the guy who killed the guards in the warehouse, and this is his head. Looks so stupid now, huh? It's been decided. We'll crush the Haley ourselves. It was fun while it lasted. We're going back to looking for Hisoka. Our interests just happened to align. I know that. Sleeping guy was lucky. Sleeping guy was lucky? I guess one of the guards was sleeping and wasn't in the room. But it makes me happy. I've decided, I swear, I'll get an autograph from each. Okay. Tell us anything on Haley, like where their boss is. We can do that first. Like where their boss is. We can do that first. We get stuff behind. Door on right later. I've decided. I swear. Okay. I'll beg the underboss for access to the general store the broker mentioned. Okay, I guess Kenny Wang can afford a delivery. We've seen Henrik throw money around like it's nothing, talking about 50 million zenny for just a tip. So I guess Kenny Wang can also afford such things. Losing Luini was a bummer. Bro, just his ass left back at the base. That's hilarious. Just the man's ass stuck in a wall. And not that kind of stuck, the fun kind that you see in certain media. They were the best way to efficiently hunt for prey from the hideout. Okay, so Luini is gone now, so they need to find another way to farm XP, I guess. Security has gotten stricter. Hunting outside is too dangerous now. Daemon, construction, level 20. Gelato, bro gamer, level 19. Hey, what if someone manifests the same ability as Luini? Definitely not me. I know what I want already. Sorry. Berrygord, investigator's assistant. Investigator. So this guy has a history with law enforcement. The Dexter reference is back. This is the next guy, huh? Luini is gone. Now we have Berrygord instead. And Billy, arcade employee. So we've got a whole range of people, from people in serious jobs to bro gamers. Morena told us there are innate powers you're born with and abilities you're cut out for. The Weenie was an emitter, right? Then the next emitter will take over. You'd have to get to level 21 first. How are we going to level up now? I want to be, well, just figure it out. Luini figured it out without his ability. Bro just went and killed a whole bunch. And under everybody's nose. How are we going to level up now? I want to be an emitter, but I can't do this. Who's saying that? Cashew? I think that's Cashew. Is that Cashew? Or is it this person? Matvire. Matvire. It must be Matvire. What was I saying? I want to be an emitter, but I can't do this. So, why not use an ability we already have? You mean your door? Yeah. Oh, good idea. Though we'd have to wait until they come to us. Or we could invite them. Voconte, emitter, mercenary transporter, level 26. Mercenary transporter, okay. So he was in the military? So does he have some ties to like Benjamin or Camilla's armies or something? Maybe? Mercenary transporter, level 26. Hey, is it okay to open the door? Yeah, go ahead. Anyone an emitter yet? Oh yeah, they can't open the door because Luini's ability. Anyone an emitter yet? We seriously need something like a firearm. You too? Emitters sure are popular. Really? From our entire journey through Hunter x Hunter, emitters usually aren't that popular. They're most of the time they're very underrepresented is the word I was looking for. So now they're in popular demand with the Haley. Matvire, college student, level 18. I wanna be an emitter and I'm gonna make a firearm. You don't get to pick. Can you destroy handcuffs turned into visions? Huh? What does that mean? Visions got Badile, thankfully, so I won't have to say his name anymore. And he was killed. It's the Shiyu underboss's ability. We'd have to get rid of them first, from afar. You can't know until you try, I guess. What do you think, Morena? Nin Visions versus Nin Firearm? Well, I don't know. Experience, techniques, total aura, they all affect offense and defense. But ingenuity can make a difference. If one shot isn't enough, create a situation where you can fire more than once. If you won't have to be an emitter so long as you can counteract their ability. Adding an ability that lets you find out how many shots it requires could make it fun, like a game. Adding it's something like Kite's ability, huh? Gambling or putting a restriction that, oh, let's try and figure out. Or Rihan? Wow, why is she? It's why she's game master. That's why, I guess. It's why she's game master. Okay, if I'm a conjurer, I'll take that last idea. Of finding out how many shots it takes. Gelato. Gelato is cooking, huh? Okay. Do you want to know what you are? No, I want it to be a surprise. Okay. Hey, wake up! Lynch? He got you too, huh? Are you okay? Oh, well, I'm alive. Where'd he go? He was gone when I woke up. That was definitely Hisoka. Did you guys talk after I was knocked out? He was on the way to see a movie. He asked me what I wanted to see. I looked away and he knocked me out. We'll have to let Henrik know. right away. He's more dangerous than anyone we've ever met. He's somewhere in the Cineplex. Alright, we don't want him to assume this is revenge and resist. You go back. If we split up, he may slip away. We check each room as a group. I'll join Lynch to find the Phantom Troop leader. Sure, you got this? I think we explain the need for balance and ask for Haley's annihilation in exchange for Hisoka's whereabouts. They'll take the deal. Ask for Haley's annihilation in exchange for Hisoka's whereabouts. They'll take the deal. Right. Okay, one thing I'm wondering is how Benolnov is now disguised as Hisoka. But how does he maintain Lynch's disappearance? Because now that he's acting as Hisoka, Lynch, what's her name? Yeah, Lynch must have disappeared. He's not acting as Lynch anymore. So it'd be suspicious. They would find out that, wait, she's missing. Hisoka, right? I'll get straight to the point. I have a favor to ask. What? Until the dispute between Haley and Sha'ar is over, keep yourself entertained in the Tier 1 recreation area. I also have a room for you in the VVIP area. Why? Sha'ar and the troop have joined forces against Haley. You have also teamed up with Sha'ar to target Haley. If you pick a fight with the troop now, we would have to consider you an enemy. I don't mind. Chaos doesn't bother me. Yeah, I'm not surprised, but frankly, we or rather I don't want to fight you. I know we wouldn't stand a chance against you or the troop. Looks at each other. We consider balance to be important, but Haley is trying to destroy that balance. It's anybody's game, even if we and Sha'ar team up, but the troop can easily wipe them out. The troop can easily wipe them out. Can you wait until then? We have no intentions of interfering with your beef with the troop. We have no intention of getting in your way. I don't want to ruin the opportunity to see a showdown between the two greatest of our generation up close. Will you do that? He's trying to butter him up. He does not care. Can I ask a question? What? Who do you think will win? Me or the troop? Sorry, but I'm a Spiders fan. Who's your favorite? All of them. You? I don't dislike honest people. But if they pick a fight, I can't refuse. Yes, understood. So he hands him the card or something so he can best up to tier 1? Maybe the room number? The best key for the room? Henrik is late. What is he doing? Wang Ji shows up instead. Looks like something happened here. A small incident with Henrik and the civilian. If he had burst charges, we could have handed Henrik to the cops. Wouldn't that get you in trouble? Security protocol and bribes and whatnot. Trying to accuse me of something? Cut the crap and leave. I don't have time for useless small talk either. A corporal like you standing guard all by himself is odd. It's beneath your pay grade. give me a break. What are you plotting with Henrik? I was going to sell the location of the Haley's secret hideout to she use Henrik. Yes, I'll make it into an auction. It better not be bogus. The deal is done once Henrik comes back with the money. You better hurry if you want to place a bid. I won't compete with him. I'll pay the same as Shiyu. We'll tag along when Henrik arrives. How much? Total is 50 mil. 30 deposit. You bring a paper bag. Hurry. Sir, he'd never agree to that. It's fine, we're all on the same team here. The mic was just a bit in the way. He'd never agree to that. It's fine, we're all on the same team here. We're going to crush Haley, and the two families will maintain balance. Some idiot faker has gone rogue. We've got approval from the fourth prince. Let us know if you spot anyone who seems to be in Haley. We'll pay 5 mil to the finder and his corporal. We'll prepare the burp. All we need you to do is be the eyewitness. It's fantastic, but total annihilation is a must. I'd hate to live in fear of annihilation, of retaliation. You sure are gonna hate to live. Trust me, we'll get every last one of them. Frosty grin, smile, zero. Please don't, Mr. Wang. I heard everyone you smile at dies. Please don't take it the wrong way. It's too late. He already smiled at you. I know, it's not a nice rumor. Everyone dies eventually. Right. Oh, they're here. Well, the Shaw are underboss. Did the corporal give you the story? By and large. That saves time. When your money and Henry get here, we can get going. Connelly, you, Lieutenant. So this is the guy that brought the initial 30 mil deposit. Tier 3, first class cabins. In this area, the Novio Reich, and all sorts of deplorables can blend in. Tier 3, first class cabin. Okay. Here. All first class cabins are built the same, right? Yes, they said this is the only room without a bathroom wall. Behind it is a plumbing space, but the access panel is elsewhere. If the wall is there now, there's definitely a hidden room. The 3 first class floor plans. Closet, bed, washing room, washing closet, WC. Okay. It's against the outer hull of the ship, so anything could be back there. Go on, they probably won't attack military. Make sure your safety is off, just in case. Yes, open up. This is the Kakin army. We received a tip. We need to search your room. That's fine, sure, I haven't done anything wrong, so open the door and stand back, slowly. Is anyone else in the room with you? No, please don't shoot. Hey, get back. Get back. Sit down on the bed. Yes, oof, my knees. Keep your hands up. I know. Okay, let's go. Oh, wait a minute. He's gone. Oh, there were more of you? You don't look to be military. Anyway, I haven't done anything wrong, so please come on in. Where's Corporal Maizan? Maybe the bathroom? Anyway, come on in. The knife at least didn't vanish. You come over here. I won't miss next time. Alright. Anyway, I haven't done anything wrong, so... He's already dead. I thought we still haven't seen the corporal be murdered after being smiled at, but already his fate was sealed, huh? That was fast. I don't mind. Anyway, chapter 394, Hypothesis. Ooh, we're flying by these chapters today. It's only been an hour and a half. I don't mind stepping over that way, but see, I need to use the bathroom. You know what they say, the old bladder gets overactive as you age. Just wet your pants, I'm not kidding. Have a heart. They see even a worm will turn. Even a worm will turn? Into a butterfly? But he got interrupted, maybe? Gaya! Got stabbed in the leg. Ow, how could you? I haven't done anything wrong, gah. Ow. I don't even see any blood. Where's your real body? I'll show what happens when a human being gets stabbed. I'll show what will happen? I'll show you? The translation is a bit wonky there, I think. I'll show what happens when a human being gets stabbed? Okay, I used to be an insurance scammer. The more you yell and roll in pain, the more people imagine it must be a serious injury. It's a tough world out there, huh? Who cares? Where's the corporal and where is your body? Oh, he vanishes. He disappeared into thin air. He has powers like you, bro. he has powers like you, bro. Henrik, can't we leave Haley to the Phantom Troop? You found Hisoka. We should deal with the rest in order. First, we'll have the troop wreak havoc in their hideout. I'll go fetch the blade. Hey, don't go in there. Huh? Wait. Oof. What? He's gone. Huh? I knew it. Must be the same guy who's been kidnapping our men. This trap sends you somewhere when you enter the room. It's a trap, but set by someone else. The troops Nobunaga eliminated that killer. Really? Really? Three of them were staying in our office for a bit. They've left, but the killer's head and torso were left behind. It was their idea to crush Haley. I see. They'll take care of this trap too. I'll follow up on my own leads in the meantime. So he shared the fact that he found Hisoka already. Oh. Huh? I just went into the room. Why am I in front of a door? Chunk, step, splash. Gone. Next. Alright, I made it to level 21. Congrats! Banzai! I'll take this. It was I was a transmuter. Oh, he wasn't, what's it called? The emitter. He wanted to be an emitter. I was a transmuter. Here, thanks. Come on, emitter. Come on, emitter. Arg, conjurer. Dang it. I guess they immediately figure it out. Oh, he's handing him a water bottle. A water glass with a leaf on it. Arg, a conjurer. Dang it. Lucky. She wants to be a conjurer. Because she has a plan for a conjurer ability that Morena suggested. Guessing how many shots it takes to kill a person in Minecraft. A lot of left-handed people are conjurers. Interesting. Left-handed people. Aunt, this is the last one. Cerebellum. That's easy to read at least. Emitter. Oh, he's an emitter. Transporter / hitman. Level 21. Visconte. connected this room to processing. Voconte. Who's Voconte? I don't remember that name. Okay. Voconte connected this room to processing. Okay. Chef, could you help over here? Sure. Chef. Are they cooking and eating the people? Man, that's disgusting. We'll all reach level 21 soon. Almost time for you guys to level up. Okay. Chiffon Toto, Conjurer. Sewing / art and craft. Okay. Mont Blanc Toto. Chiffon Toto and Mont Blanc Toto. Conjurer. Cleaner / feed manufacturer. Feed manufacturer. As in feed for animals, huh? She's not actually a chef. I mean, she's chef, just not for humans, technically. We haven't been able to reach the VVIP area butler. The butler that Clawili was mentioning. We haven't been able to reach the VVIP area butler. Our liaison with the fourth prince. I see. Tsuridnik might have realized. Yeah, now I'm convinced. It must be the guy we saw his guts on the ground in Minecraft. Rena's on screen. I thought we had more time until this place was discovered. Gataume's report shows this is not the case. Okay, so I'd like to recruit one of Tsuridnik's personal soldiers. Tsuridnik's personal soldiers? Okay, I want someone to capture one while helping Dogman. I want someone to capture one. I thought there was more time until this place was discovered. Capture one what? I think I'd prefer to be the organ. Matvire. Changing clothes is a bane. I'd like to be the organ? Transmuter. Temp staffing / mediator. Level 21. Then I'll go Sodom. Manipulator. Back alley doctor. Hitman. Level 31. Considering his personality, he'll want to deal with me, the traitor, one-on-one. But during the succession battle, I can't predict when and how he'll move. I want to infect someone on his side with contagion in order to track his movement. So she can track people's whereabouts. Is that why she's constantly just sitting in her office? Because she's constantly observing everyone. So if she infects someone with contagion, so if someone like Luwini died, she can infect someone else in his place. Okay. I thought she wanted to infect a new member 0 on Tsuridnik's side, but no, I think she just wants one informant in there. During can't predict to track his movement. If you find a soldier on the list, bring them here. You can't use room 3101 anymore. I guess that's on tier 3, so it starts with 3. I see. You can't use room 3101 anymore, so enter from door C. Okay. Right. Orange and Yokotani continue to keep watch over the door, though you'll only get military and Yakuza now. Orange and Yokotani, okay. If you get any of Tsuridnik's men, invite them here. Got it. The first prince's men would be bad. Is there any lawful basis? Is there any lawful basis on which to send them away? For instance, men would be banned. Oh, he's talking about Benjamin. For a second, I thought he was talking about Rydnix. Okay. Orange, Enhancer, Waste Disposal Contractor, 21. None. Yeah, the unscrupulous lawyer. You better call Saul. None. There is no ability to. There is no legal way to shoo them away. Yucatani, Conjurer. Notre and Souffle. Souffle. Go back to room 3131. 3131, okay. 3101. And see what's going on with room 3101. Roger. Notre and Souffle. Notre. Conjurer. Plumber. Souffle. Transmuter. Hacker. Why does she look like the guy Gen was having a conversation with, the military guy? Something with an M. Motor? I'm trying to remember his name. The guy Gen sweared allegiance to. The whole parent and grandchild bank account things. I can't remember, but she looks very similar to him. Is she related, or is it just a coincidence? I guess Togashi ran out of faces to draw because he's drawing so many characters that he's failing to. Not failing, he's reusing subtle aspect of other characters. How do we get back to room 3131? We just got back to the hideout via 3131 and through disposal, aka the laundry room. So we do the reverse, go through the laundry room to the processing room, aka the shower room. And out through the what? I'll wait until someone else explains this to me, it's just too complicated. Oh yeah, go through the laundry and then the shower and then... To explain, too complicated. Run that by, oh yeah, run that by me again. Why can't you get it the first time? That's gonna get you killed. I guess I'll die. If I was in Hunter x Hunter world, I guess I'll die. I'll just go with you. What would you do without me? Dog. Dog man. You have the most important role. I need you to find what I'm looking for. Why do I look so cute? I need you to find what I'm looking for. I'll need to level up. Dogman, Enhancer, Bro Wrestler. Bro, looks exactly like Tiger Mask. It's basically a reference to Tiger Mask, huh? He's just luchador. Wearing a dog mask. I'll need to level up. Yes, go to 36. Go to processing and take priority. Get yourself best 50. We still have the cat recording. Okay. Turns it back into a camera. Okay, crash. They broke into a hideout. Clear, they're gone. There's a body here. Show arm member. Now we have just cause for breaking down the door. Contact. Yeah, after you broke down the door, you found the just cause, huh? Typical military tactics. Contact Central BD and ask for forensics. We were trying to halt a conflict when a Haley member fired at us and ran. That brought us here. He's just already making up a story, huh? Haley didn't submit their member lists, so technically they're civilians. This room is officially registered as their office, so until the suspect is identified, the police will have to treat it as a mafia crime. The problem is, if a supposed civilian is killed, we can't tell whether the cops will treat it as a part of the conflict. A clueless career bureaucrat declares it a mafia hit on a civilian. All bets are off. We need to capture the Haley leader, Morena Brudeau, before it gets to that. Ideally, we should hand her over without troubling Prince Tsuridnik over it. We will get... yeah, because these are the soldiers that work for Tsuridnik, huh? I guess it's not just Camilla and Benjamin that have soldiers, even Tsuridnik has soldiers. Maybe even all the other princes that went through the military. We will get the Shiyu and Sha'ar to assist in sweeping through Tier 3 to avoid drawing the attention of the Royal Army or the police. Don't bring anything bigger than a revolver. Corporal, shouldn't we formulate a playbook beforehand in the case there are one or more Nin users within Haley? Nin? What? Nin? What? It's a special ability, trending in Tier 1. It's a major threat. It's related to why Prince Tsuridnik hasn't immediately responded to this emergency. We should consider how to take control of the situation when normal weapons aren't effective. BV2 Otosin. BV2 Otosin. Who gave you that report? Associate Borkson, Royal Quarters Security Detail. Oh, it's so convenient. I just remembered. Morena is looking for a soldier in Tsuridnik's army, and Borkson just happens to be the specialist that they caught. That is way too convenient for Morena, huh? That's insanely unlikely and insanely convenient for her. Security details. PFC Borkson. I'll make a compelling case that she transferred to Tier 3 as an advisor. And BV2 Otosin. Never abbreviate Prince's Tsuridnik's name again. I'll gouge your eyes out, you maggot. Prince Tsurid. So it isn't translated as a Tseri. Tsurid on the official translation. I think TCB translates it as Tseri. Okay. And BV2 Octane. Never abbreviate. Yeah. You'll spend the rest of your life working the front with me. I don't care what Nin is, but you'll take the first hit. Got it, you freaking maggot? Sir, yes sir. You idiot. You don't have to drag Bork into this. And she abbreviates Bork's name. But we'll need intel. It's obvious why Morena chose this moment to rise in revolt. You think she'd pick a fight with Tseri? Yeah, there you go, Tseri. If she didn't have a plan? Okay, I don't know. I see an idiot without a plan who won't stop pushing the corporal's buttons. It was calculated. We got Bork, right? Borkson, I'll make a compelling case that she transfers to Tier 3 as an advisor. Okay. So he's like, well, it worked. I convinced him to... to transfer back into Tier 3. I think it should be... don't know. It was calculated, we got work. I have... dementia. I immediately forgot where I was reading. Sin, I'll shoot you personally. Shut your freaking mouth. Because they're yabbing while on the job. Yes, freaking sir. Stop that, you maggot. Oh. The last we'll see of the Royal Military Academy's famous shouting match. I guess there are they kind of have this dynamic of this guy saying dumb stuff and the corporal shouting at him, huh? Don't even joke about it. It's based on the objective facts. Oh my god, the words! So might as well write a novel at this point. Okay. I thought we were going through these chapters quickly. Oh, the hubris. That body had been dead for a few days. He was clearly killed before the second sweep. That means they couldn't find the body, or strictly speaking, were trying not to find it. He was clearly killed before the second sweep. Well, the military and the cops use their discretion when it comes to mafia scuffles, as long as civilians don't get involved. But surely they didn't think it was a mafia problem during that sweep. It's likely that search at the Haley's office was just a verbal confirmation. The cops knew that the coroner will read between the lines and fudge the time of death to match the official report. But what about the Hunter Association? If they stick their noses into forensics, things will change. The tampering will come to light. What if they come to lose faith in the Kakin investigation and do their own? The Hunter Association, which we have heard literally nothing about at this point. The Hunter Association is supposed to provide security for the princes and support at Central. Would a mafia conflict trigger a criminal investigation? That security assignment is the problem. Even we personal guards didn't know that the mission was a package deal with a super shady ritual until after boarding. Okay, if the Hunter Association realizes the bloody bond between the royal family and the mafia, they'll naturally consider that optimizing security for the princes means getting rid of the mafia altogether. Really? I mean, we did see Zhang Lei colluding with his father, the boss of the Sha'ar, the boss of the Shiyu, I mean. We see him colluding with him and asking for his assistance. He asked him about Nin, he asked him about... I assume he's asking for his help in taking out the other princes. The mafia are interested in seeing Zhang Lei succeed because he's the son of their boss. So yeah, to protect the other princes, they have to take out the mafia who will be gunning for the other princes. Zhang Lei even mentions that, yeah, I need to utilize the underworld, the power of the underworld. Okay. It's clear Haley is... Where was I? All the mafia all together, okay. Oh, those interests would align with the independent Ministry of Justice. Exactly, and getting rid of the mafia is convenient for the First Prince. The military, ministry, and the Hunter Association. Once the rumor spreads that the mafia might be purged, it will be an all-out war between the government and the mafia. And getting rid of the mafia is convenient for the First Prince. I needed to reread that. Because he has no connections with the mafia. All the mafias work for the other princes. Soraidnik, Lazarus, and Zhang Lei. So it's in his best interest to take out the opposition. It's clearly Haley is trying to upset the balance by the fact that they expunged their long-serving members and didn't register the new members, just boarding them as civilians. Like the corporal said, if the head of the police demonstrates a lapse in judgment, well, we might be hearing the 7 trumpets of the apocalypse real soon. Yeah, because all hell will break loose if the military and the mafia goes to war. War sounds interesting, but it will break out as a riot. If the mafia were to join hands as recruit and collide with the proletariats in tier 4 and 5, would be outnumbered. If the mafia were to join hands and recruit and collude with the proletariats in tiers 4 and 5, would be outnumbered. If they basically weaponize the people, mobilize the people in tiers 4 and 5 and work together. Corporal Grubber, I have a question. Why don't you reprimand the guys behind me who talk 10 times as much as I do? Because they're smart, and you're an idiot. Conversation also reflects my opinion, which is to capture Morena Bordeaux as soon as possible. I get it, Corporal. Denny's giving him the tongue. Anyway, but sir, Ottosine has a point. Oh? Now he's putting his teeth out. Oh no, that's his tongue. Just I thought it was his teeth out like a chipmunk. Molly, can I kiss you? Die. Morena's rebellion and the lack of Prince Tsareidnik's response. Considering the prince's temper, he would put a reprisal against a traitor on the back burner. He would put reprisal against a traitor on the back burner only if he's found a new toy. The weapons field stripping and reassembly drill in 7th grade. I wasn't there. They say he holed himself up in his room without eating or sleeping, practicing until he broke the academy's speed record. The punk denied practicing and claimed he was playing. What did you call him? There was an idiot who argued with him during the drill. The prince shot him in the leg after the awards ceremony. Off record though. You can talk back after we break my record, guy. Oh, the guy told that to Tsareidnik, so Tsareidnik broke his record and shot him. So he shot back with a gun and not his mouth. Okay, act big. Act big just because you're prince. Show us you've got the skills to back it up. It's a sound argument, so who shoots over that? It's so insecure. You can't apply logic to the prince. You're the only one who can talk back to him without getting shot. You can't apply logic to the prince. You're the only one who can talk back to him without getting shot? Really? So Tsareidnik wouldn't shoot Otzi. Otsini. What's his name? Ottosin. I think it's Ottosin. You're the only one who can talk back to him without getting shot? Ottosin? Based? Damn, bro's head looks like a soccer ball. Why is bro built like a soccer ball? Are you saying the prince hasn't personally moved to retaliate against Haley? because he's in the middle of learning this Nin. Oops. Yes, I've at least given some evidence to bolster that hypothesis. We should wait for Borkson. Do a fact check and narrow down the possibilities. But the assumption that Morena Brudeau doesn't use Nin is too optimistic and should be discarded. We should also make transfer requests within a reasonable frequency. Yeah, just in case. Why is that? A purge will be planned as a state secret, so the soldiers won't be told when or what. When it's carried out, they'll find an excuse to close the staircase between tiers 2 and 3, with access only given to the Royal Army. Okay. So from our perspective, as soon as our transfer requests start getting denied or deferred, we'll know the plans have been set in motion. I hate to say it, but you guys are smart. You could have been in the prince's entourage or the royal army by now. Why not? Too much hassle. So they had the option to like promote, but they just don't want too much hassle. The carefree squad would rather sit on the fence. I'll put in the transfer request for myself then. On the fence, I suppose if he were my friend, I should be by his side and get on his case. It can't be helped. He was born into it, being a prince in his nature. We can't do a thing. It's up to him. Siri himself is okay with the way things are. We're not just regular friends. Once our status and stations change, we're not just regular friends. Once our status and situations change, that's why the status quo is the best. Why does friendship have to take a back seat to the closer we get to him? That's why I'll stay at the bottom and keep yelling at the top of my lungs. Siri, is this what you really want? So from what I'm gathering from their dialogue, they're staying away. Where's my music? Suddenly got real quiet. They want to stay away from him because they can't. Why does friendship have to take a back seat the closer we get to him? They can't really be friends once they get close, because they will be under surveillance and under obligation to act as guards and do stuff that maybe isn't as beneficial as friends. They can't really advise him or go against him. So they want to support him from afar. On the fence, I suppose if he were my friend, I should be by his side and get on his case. It can't be helped. He was born into it, being a prince in his nature. We can't do a thing. It's up to him. Siri himself is okay with the way things are. It's up to him as well, is the way they interpret it, that they're staying away, but he's also keeping them away from himself. Siri, is this what you really want? Prince Rereading is being taught Nin by Theta, his personal bodyguard. I knew it. This is top secret. If you tell anyone, you'll be demoted. What is this Nin anyway? I don't know, it's classified. I was just told to probe into it. What a shame. Orc, are you pretty mad? Yes, obviously. Because they got her kicked out of tier 1. Talk about a backstab. I told you, so you'd be warned. I can't believe you snitched to Gripper. I didn't snitch. We need intel, and we got to propose the transfer request early warning system. You think Gripper would switch out now that he's up there? I bet he's proposing to restrict communication with the lower tiers because of information leakage, using me as a pretext. You're right, but I still think there's a 5% chance that Gruber would listen to his conscience, look at the big picture, and maintain contact with us. 5% chance that the guy would not betray them, huh? I mean, to be fair, they do have a nice relationship with him, kinda. I would rather sit on the fence. I'll put in the transfer request for myself then. He thinks it's safer for him to stay up there, out of reach from all the chaos that's going to happen between the Mafia and the military. And the Haley. So he used that as an excuse to put himself up there. Listen to his conscience and look at the bigger picture and maintain contact with us. Okay. Well, it's still the same now that I'm no longer up there. Gerber will never be able to get anything out of Theta. We know you're friends with Theta, but would she tell you top secret stuff? She might not tell me about Nin, but there was something that caught my eye. Oh no, Borkson said something caught her eyes and everybody is paying attention. Hey, my secret women, you heard the emergency channel, right? You guys know anything? Okay, when the prince found out about Nin, Theta acted weird after that, along with Salkov. So that's his name, Salkov. Not Slaka, Salkov, was standing next to her. Sometimes it's all in how you ask and don't even need an... Sometimes it's all in how you ask and you don't even need an answer. I could have done it. But we'll have to do what we can now here. What we can down here. Don't worry, we're thinking the same thing. Morena Brudeau will likely use Nin. Morena Brudeau most likely uses Nin. Therefore, to protect our own lives, we will avoid her at all costs. We will not do our job at all. That's funny. Okay. Even more funny knowing what will happen to Borkson. Hurry! She's still the Bork we knew. You know, I haven't given up on my career ambitions. We avoid her while pretending to look for her. Do you have any idea how hard that will be? Should be simple. We know what she looks like, but they don't know us. Well, they probably do. The tattoo artist who gave us our unit tattoos was once a Haley member, the tattoo artist that works for Soradnik. The prince recruited him so he avoided the massacre when Morena rose to position, but we were in his client database. We should assume Morena has intel on the personal soldiers. Yeah, and she's looking for them specifically, so she would go out of her way to even find this information if it existed. Is Nin that dangerous? I don't know the details, but observing Theta and Salkov, I know it's the kind of weapon that shouldn't be made public. I just said it's worse than a gun. You're not persuasive enough. Borkson's words carry more weight and... carry more weight, kind of like comparing cotton and osmium. Okay. If the prince is trying to learn Nin now, does that mean we could use it too? I could have investigated up there, but now protecting ourselves is the priority. We're at a disadvantage being in the dark about Haley members. We should make contacts with Shiyu or Sha'ar at once and organize a cooperative system. Okay. Orc, what if one of us gets caught by Morena? Would you tailor your responses? Would you tailor your response? Right, we should plan for that too. Should really plan for that. Okay. Chapter 395, last one for today, and we're also ending on a part 1. Founding, part 1. We're back with Henrik. I knew it. They're warping around the ship. Free? Yeah, the guy who was beaten up by Lynch. Founding, part 1. I'm reading it again. This should be the only hallway to the standard cabins, but they went in and didn't come out. Should be the only hallway to the standard cabins. A few hours later, they went in again from a different direction. It's also possible there are secret passageways built into the ship itself, just like the secret hideout. But if that trap in room 3101 would be created with an ability, it's more likely that they're using a Nin ability as a transit to their hideout. Yeah, so it could be really far away, but they're using teleportation there. Okay. Haley's official office that the military knows of is here in Tier 3. A platoon of the 4th Prince Personal Army discovered the body of a warehouse guard, and the area is currently closed off. One of the people Luini killed, okay. Right, yes. They weren't in the office. Next we found the secret hideout, also in Tier 3, behind room 3101. Although this hasn't been confirmed, Nobunaga's group from the troop is heading there, the room that teleports. Okay, 3101 is the teleporting room. In the meantime, we'll go after the bear Henrik found. Capturing them alive would be best, since we don't know how the cops will react, but we'll work with what we get. Haley knows who... Okay, they're working with Borkson's group. Okay, Haley knows who we are, so we won't take part in the search. But we can turn ourselves in instead of you kill them. If you kill them, okay. So instead of breaking out war between the mafia, it would become an internal matter within the military. It's just punishing 1 or 2 rogue officers instead of fighting with another faction. Cool. Did you explain that trap to the Phantom Troop? Of course. I asked if they had a strategy. They said it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just send us there, we'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. Knock knock. The answer is always gonna be the same. If you don't got the money, your lady is... Who? They take a hostage. Oh, I remember this. So, should we go through this wall? No, the door might not be the only thing that activates the trap. Let's try from the bathroom. Okay. Here, the trap is on the left, and all 3 rooms are shortened for the sake of the hidden room. Okay. No, the door might not be the only way. Let's try from the bathroom. If the story checks out, the hidden room should be 4 to 5 times as large as this room. That means it should also be connected back there. I don't care if it's a trap. Sure, as long as the trap sends us somewhere within the ship. What if it throws us out into the ocean? These guys are thirsty for blood. They wouldn't blow an opportunity like that. But you've got a point. The bathroom it is. Okay. You first. What is that? What's in there? Let me get someone younger. Walks in. Nobody's here. Yeah, they saw that this guy didn't get teleported. But it is a hidden space, huh? They're using. There's a whole bunch of trash bags and stuff. Somebody's living here. Somebody was here. Oh, there's trash bags. There's light bulbs. There's water bottles all over the floor. Okay, they were just here. If they sensed us coming and ran, that makes them pretty perceptive, but it's inconsistent. Meaning that guy with the crescent scar was a total amateur, riding high on getting his ability, but abandoning the hideout. This effectively reeks of leadership and experience. Then why let a defenseless newbie get to us without warning him? She's not exactly controlling everything about the team. She's letting people learn and discover Nin naturally. But she is also guiding them so that they don't get immediately wiped out. Okay. A scapegoat? Sacrificing one in order to tighten the reins on the others is a likely explanation. But these guys are very much like us. Maybe a switch was flipped when one of their own was killed. It's not how it feels like when we saw them. You keep saying that, but it's totally different. We don't admire amateurs, and we don't want to destroy the world. You sure? We were like this in the beginning. Oh no, the flashback is gonna begin. We're gonna have to end in the middle of a flashback. We were just fumbling in the dark, searching for something, anything, and most of all, resignation and anger were the driving force, am I right? So they were like this, they were like the Haley. But they changed, they grew as people. Now they have other purposes other than just revenge and destruction? Yeah, the flashback begins here. You know what? I think I'm gonna end early. I'll end it early, and we will start from this flashback next stream and finish the volume from there. I don't want to start this flashback and just read halfway complete chapter. We'll come back to this tomorrow. This has gotta be a lucky find for sure. Okay, that's not Nobunaga's words. Yeah, they were teeming with anger to get revenge on the people who killed Sarasa. Sarasa, I think her name was. But nowadays they don't. They've changed. Is how Nobunaga is what Nobunaga is implying. I keep saying that, but it's totally different. We don't admire amateurs, and we don't want to destroy the world. You sure? We were like this in the beginning. And all of these are founding members. Finks, Phaeton, and... Is it Finks? I think it's Finks. I don't know, I never pay much attention to Bunch Guy. Finks, Phaeton, and Nobunaga. We were just fumbling in the dark, searching for something, anything, and most of all, resignation and anger were our driving force, am I right? Were our driving force. So they've managed to recenter themselves and find other purpose other than just wanton murder and anger. Now they've grown as people more. Grown more as people. Okay. Okay. It doesn't matter. That was fun. Alright, I think that's it for today's stream. Bit of a shorter stream, just 2 hours. Kind of blitzed through all the text. Even though there was a lot of text. It just didn't... I mean, everything... It is a complicated situation, but everything is pretty cut and clear with what the characters are saying. I don't feel like we've missed much. Right now, my beloved. Why are they making animal food with the corpses? Or are they actually genuinely a chef? Voconte connected this room to processing. Okay. Chef, could you help us over here? So that's Mont Blanc. And that's oh, chiffon. Chiffon. I always flipped them around. I always thought that the one being called is the one that had the butchering knife in her hand. But chef is short for chiffon. I'm dumb. Maybe it is double entendre. Chef chiffon. Okay. That's it, I guess. Let's stop here for today. It was a fun batch of chapters. A lot of information about the mafia and Nobunaga. Not Nobunaga. This guy. The guy who's pretending to be Hisoka. Basically, the entire Kurolo's plan was, oh yeah, pretend to be Hisoka. They're probably gonna try to not help us find Hisoka to control us. So if they find Hisoka, they're gonna send him up. So they'll send you up there if you pretend to be Hisoka. Which is hilarious. Benolanov, his name, yeah. Just when did they report that Lynch is missing? Do we ever see that report to Henry that, oh, Lynch is suddenly missing now? I wonder. Anyway, enough. If you notice, I've been streaming at a later date today. It's not the usual time. But if you didn't notice, I mean, you probably wouldn't because you're watching this as a VOD, most likely. I'm trying to change the time. Today is just experimenting with a different time slot. But still, I want to stream even later than this. Just have to fix my sleep, and shortly after, we'll be streaming at more optimal time. But anyway, if you subscribed, or if you're watching, or if you subscribed, thank you very much. And goodbye. That was awkward. Let's do that again. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And goodbye.